This is Mel. I hope all of you are doing awesome. Today we're going to do another ghost story. So this ghost story is Rising from the Death, a cursed necklace. Now this ghost story is written by me, and this is a true story. So, Mr. Josie's parents lived in a rural village, and after they passed away, Mr. Josie and his wife Nilima, they came to live in the village, and they sold their city house. And this village house had a store. His dad used to run a store, and the store was there for 40 years, so everybody in the neighborhood used to come there. Now this store, in the front, it was a general store for all kinds of groceries and things. In the back of the store, they sold woods, and its woods were for cremating a person after death. And they lived within a mile radius of a cremation ground. So when somebody died, the people would bring the body there and take oats, and they will take the body to the cremation ground. So they had few sheds, and these sheds were full of dry oats, and they had key and all kinds of things which were needed to perform the ceremony of the cremation. So people would come there and get the things. One night it was raining very heavily. So Mr. and Mrs. Josie decided to close the shop and go up. The shops were the downstairs, and they would go up upstairs where they lived. So they went up. It was like 7 p.m. They went up to eat and sleep early to open the store. Next day, Mrs. Josie ran the front, which is the grocery in the shop, with two other boys. They kept some workers, so two other workers, and Mr. Josie stayed in the back where he ran the wood store with two other workers. So altogether in that big house, 6 people lived, 4 workers, and they didn't have any children of their own. So these 4 workers were like children to them. These 4 boys were very good workers, and they worked really hard to maintain that big house and the businesses. And these 4 workers worked from Mr. Josie's father's time. So they closed the shop and went to sleep. Around 10 p.m., they heard a lot of banging on the door. Somebody was banging on the door, so around 10 p.m. at night, they heard a lot of banging on the door. Somebody was banging on the door, so Mr. Josie opened the window from the second floor, and he asked, "Anybody there? Who's knocking at the door at this late at night?" So there's a man voice said, "Oh, I am Mr. Agarwal. I'm here with the body, to burn a body, and I need some wood." So Mr. Josie said, "Well, this is raining heavily, and woods will not burn because this rain is pouring down." So this man, he brought 3 other men with him to carry the body. So he said that Mr. Josie, I bought 3 other men from my store with me, and they are all soaking wet, and we wrapped the body properly, but that is also wet, so we really need to perform the ceremony and go, and it is 10 o'clock night. It might take a couple of hours. So Mr. Josie said, "But it is raining so heavy and it's dark, and cremation ground is all empty, nobody there, so much rain, it'd be dangerous, and you won't be able to burn because the rain will put out the fire. So he had a few sets for the woods, and there was one empty set. So he said, I have one empty set where sometimes people do stay overnight in case like this. And there are two separate areas in the set. One area you will keep the dead body, and the other area the person who carried the body, they will sleep. And I have over there some blanket, pillows, and there are plenty of fruits and tea and coffee and water if you need to eat or drink some water. And there's a little fireplace if you want to stay warm, you can use the wood and the fireplace. So he said, I'll send one of my servants to show you everything, and if you guys need some warm water, he will warm up some water. So in morning you can take the woods. So he said, Mr. Agarwal said, okay, please come down so I can give you something for the woods and for staying and all the expenses. And so he said, okay. So he came down, opened the door, and Mr. Agarwal gave him a necklace. He said, this is my wife's necklace and I don't have any money now. Last 5 years I've been suffering a lot with my business going down, so I have to practically sell everything, and that took a biggest toll on my wife's health. And as you know, we're not able to have any children either, and so she was been ill for quite some time. And then so this is the last piece of her jewelry, and this was her favorite piece, but I'll just give you this one, and when I have money I'll take it from you by giving you whatever I owe you for the woods and for the accommodation. I said, don't worry about it. I'll keep the necklace, but don't worry about anything. Whenever you have money, you can bring it. In the meantime, you guys go, and there are some dry clothes you can dry up and take some rest. And as soon as it's morning and the rain stopped, and then you can go and finish the cremation. And we have some priest on hand who will come in the morning, and he will perform the ceremony. So they went and they changed their clothes and kept the body in another room, and they put dry clothes. And then around 4 a.m. they all got up and drank some tea, and they went to the second room where they kept the body, and they were so shocked there was no body. So the people were screaming, and they come out, and then Mr. and Mrs. Joshi got up and they went up. Mr. Joshi, this went up, and he went in the dark to the side. But by this time rain stopped, and he went and he asked, oh, what is all this noise, what's going on? So the three men were screaming and running, and they said that the shed where they keep the dead body is not there, but there is a zombie, a demon there, and is screaming and very angry. So they run, and they actually run away. And then Mr. Agarwal was left alone, and he didn't know what to do. So he said to Mr. Joshi that I don't know what to do. How am I going to take this body to burn? You need to help me. So Mr. Joshi said, okay, so this is 4 a.m. now, still a little dark, so why don't you just calm down, and morning we're going to perform. And then he said, well, what we going to perform? There is no body. So said, okay, you just stay in the morning, we'll see. And then around 7 o'clock, it was all lighted and sun was shining. So Mr. Joshi got up and went to the shed. He got really scared and he went to the shed and he did not find Mr. Agrawal there. He wasn't there. And then Mr. Joshi had a big problem in his hand because there was no dead body and there was no Mr. Agarwal. So he didn't know what to do. He came home, and so that day, whole day, his wife wasn't feeling good. She was feeling very sick. Nighttime, when she went to bed, in the meantime, Mr. Joshi, after he got the necklace, he gave it to his wife and she was wearing it. She was checking how it is and it was extremely pretty. So she was wearing it. Then at the middle of the night, she screamed so loud as if the necklace was choking her. So she got up, her screaming woke up Mr. Joshi, and he got up and he asked, what is going on? And she said, this necklace, too cold, very, very cold hand was choking me with this necklace and I couldn't breathe, and there were marks in her neck. So she took off the necklace, and then around 3 a.m. there was a loud bang on the door. Somebody's banging down the door. So they went down. They were very scared. They went down and they asked from the window. They didn't see anybody. Then they went down and opened, and then they saw this lady, very pretty. She, as soon as they opened the door, she asked, do you have my necklace? My necklace is missing. My husband took all my jewelry one by one. He took the jewelry box from me because he lost everything from his business. So every time he had to pay any bills or anything, he'll just take out a jewelry. These jewelries were given by my parents during my marriage, and then he will use that money to pay all the bills and run the business and pay the rent for the business. But this last piece of jewelry, the necklace, was most precious. And then as she was talking, and she changed quickly from a very beautiful woman to a demonic monster. And then Mr. Joshi right away brought the necklace and handed it to her, and she took the necklace and flew away. And then next day he reported to the police station this incident, but the police didn't do much because they knew there were a lot of sketchy thing happens in the cremation ground, in the cemetery. There are always some people who committed suicide or got murdered in a crime. They always have lost souls like this, which creates problem for people. So they had enough in their hand with living people. They didn't want to deal with the dead people. So Mr. and Mrs. Joshi wasn't bothered after that, and they lived there. But from time to time, there would be some news about something happened to other people in the cremation ground, and there was a lady. Sort of like a demonic lady who scared people, laugh and roam around and cry. So people have seen her from time to time, and that cremation ground was well known for it. So later, the neighborhood people realized that they need to make it calm, so they gave a cremation burial in her name, but they didn't find the body, and they created a big Lord Kali temple in that area to bring some peace and to bring some purity and good vibe. So this is based on a true story. Thank you so much. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you with many more since Halloween is coming.